Howdy hey! Today we're taking a look at the Cangshan S1 series chef's knife. You can typically find this knife selling on Amazon. I happened to pick up the knife for about $30 and I picked it up mostly because I like how unique it looked. In regard to the steel on the knife, it's X50 CR15 MOV steel. This is the same kind of steel you're going to find on a Mercer knife in the Renaissance series and on other knives like Wustav's. Now, this is a forged knife, and you can typically find it at a competitive price to the Mercer Renaissance series, like I mentioned before, around the $40 to $50 range. Taking a look at the spine, it's a thinner spine compared to something like the KitchenAid Professional Series knife, but I didn't find that it made too much of a difference in performance with what I was working with. Going through a produce test, the knife worked out pretty well. It slid through things relatively easily, and it was pretty comfortable to hold. Now, according to the website, part of that is going to have to do with the angled bolster. You noticed back when you were looking at the knife, that bolster isn't directly up and down. That's where the blade meets the handle. Now, the website says this angled bolster is meant to align and accommodate a natural and firm pinch grip. And I have to say, even though it looks different, I actually like the angled bolster as a gimmick. Is it a main selling point? I'm not too sure I'm sold on that aspect, but I know that it definitely was a turnoff for buying it, especially in this price range. I've enjoyed using this knife. It's done pretty well with everything I've wanted it to do. I know there can be some aversion to buying a knife in the $30 to $40 price range from an unknown producer, but I don't think that's the case here. It's done everything I've wanted it to do, and a little bit more. I wouldn't hesitate to buy another knife and support this brand.